Yes, so it's the year of the T20 World Cup. It's year of the World Test Championship as well. All of those have a goal in sight. But the format that we're coming to now at this point is getting a few remarks as irrelevant and not really important at this point of time. But there still are a number of factors that India and the squad will consider as very, very important and pivotal as they play a three-match ODI series versus England that begins in Pune on Tuesday. Sandeepan Banerjee joins me. Sandeepan, of course, there is a lot of talk about it being irrelevant, but at the end of the day, these still are international matches. These still are important games, and especially when you consider a certain number of players that are drafted into this squad that have been out for a long time and now are part of the setup, and they'll be keen to impress as well.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, it is still an international white ball tournament, and limited overs tournament. There will be
Yeah.
still death overs. There will be still, you need to slog it out. You need to bowl with the death overs. So those skill will be required in the T20 World Cup. So India can treat these ODIs as a preparation for T20 World Cup.
Certainly
Yeah.
can, and also if you consider take a closer look at the squad as well, there are a number of people that obviously are a part of the T20 setup as well, but who did not have a great outing versus England. And there are also new entrants into the squad who will be keen to impress and are important in the wider mix of things. You look at the likes of KL Rahul, who sort of try to give a better account of himself in terms of players who were part in the T20 setup. And if you take a look at players who are incoming, then the likes of Krunal Pandya, this Prasidh Krishna. So there's a lot of talent on offer in the series.
Absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with you. Also, Surya Kumar Jadhav, Surya Kumar Jadhav, how well he batted in this T20I series, and I really hope that he would like to continue his form in white ball cricket. So yeah, I mean, a lot of factors will be the same, and India can actually, these days, I really find these days ODIs are being played and as a shorter version of T20, as a longer version of T20s,
Yeah,
because
longer
if you see
version.
the,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, if you see the scoring rates, if you see the, England is actually quite famous for scoring those big scores like 400s, 350s, on a regular basis. They have a batting lineup which shoots this
yeah.
format as well. They're the world champions. So it will be a good warm up for the Indian team, and they can try a lot of things. Though this is just a three-match series, but I think India can try a lot of things. For example, giving some confidence to someone like Kuldeep Yadav, trying out new
Yeah.
talents. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of space for experiment, I think, in this series.
Oh, most definitely. At the end of the day, this is international level exposure versus a very, very high quality team. Remember, England are no pushovers, and we saw that in the T20 series as well, Sandeepan. It was close. The T20 series was close. It was nowhere in comparison to the Test series, which was pretty one-sided after a point. The T20 series was very, very close. And England will be a little disappointed, you reckon, because England had a full strength squad. Owen Morgan had a full strength squad. He had all the resources, while Joe in the test did not. So England will definitely be disappointed, while India will be very happy with where they are in the white ball space.
Absolutely, England have a reason to be disappointed, because England are a more settled white ball team. They're the world champions. They in the 50-over format. They reached the runner-up of the last T20 World Cup, and they have a team which seems ideal for this shorter version of cricket. And the way they started the
Yeah,
series, I think they actually they started the T20I series as favorites, and after
favorites.
the three games they were leading 2-1 in the series. So I guess yes, England had a reason to be disappointed, but I think India played absolutely brilliantly. I think I would like to give the credit to the Indians, especially they when the chips are down, they will lose after losing the toss. They defended in one game that was a must-win game for the Indian team, and then in the final
Yeah,
game, despite losing the toss, they managed to win it by posting a huge total. and it was a good to see. It was a brilliant initiative on part of skipper Virat Kohli to open the innings with Rohit Sharma and play a free flowing game. And yes, so India are back on track in the white ball cricket. But saying this, I think India haven't done well in ODIs in recent times. They lost 3-0 in New Zealand, they lost in Australia as well. So probably Virat Kohli would like to, win this series and get something back at his end as well.
Yeah, Virat in the press conference apparently when he was asked about the criticism of his players, quoted a very famous Hindi song and said, "Kuch to log kahenge, logon ka kaam hai kehna." Well, that is Virat Kohli for you, but I mean he has his reasons as well, because a couple of very good individual performances have gone into the T20 series, and these guys will be up lining up for India in the ODI series as well. Let's take a closer look, Sandeepan, at the ODI squad. Just going to read it out for you as well right away. Virat Kohli captains the team, accompanied with Rohit Sharma. Would be nice to see them open, but I don't think they will.
They will.
Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill, Shreyas, Suryakumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul listed as a wicketkeeper again, Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, which is somebody that you are very happy to see. Krunal Pandya, again, interesting addition. We'll talk about him in a bit. Washington Sundar, T. Natarajan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who did magnificently well in the T20 series. Mohammad Siraj is back, India's darling. Prasidh Krishna is a great addition to the team, fresh addition to the team, and Shardul Thakur, who's been quite the revelation lately. So all in all, what are your impressions of the squad, Sandeepan? Some interesting names there. Let's start with Krunal Pandya.
I think they are just.
Of course,
yes, so these especially for people like Surya, Kunal, and Prasidh Krishna, they're more of a T20 bowlers, T20 players. So I think India trying to give them some match time, So we want to try them in T20 situations. For example, if Prasidh plays, he will be asked to bowl the death overs. Surya can, bat. Maybe he would be tested. He would be tried as a finisher in this batting lineup. Yeah. So
yeah, he'll play Krunal,
Krunal is probably has come in because India is Jadeja is still out, and they need a like for like replacement. So there is Krunal, because Aksar did well in the test matches, but he played just one T20I game in T20I. So I guess I think India from this team selection, I think India is taking this series as a preparation for the T20I series, T20I World Cup. But I guess Virat has already made his point clear that Rohit and Shikhar will open the innings. But I don't think Shikhar will open the innings in the T20I World Cup. But I think it's good to see that he's giving much more game time in Shikhar in a different format, which actually suits Shikhar better.
Yeah, it's preferred format. At the end of the day, Shikhar is a gun ODI player. So very excited to see him in action. Interestingly, let's talk about Krunal for a bit, Sandeepan. That particular slot has garnered a lot of plaudits lately. You've seen Sundar in Australia. You've seen Akshar in the series now versus England. That batting at number 7, second spinner slot is something that's getting a lot of attention lately, and Krunal will be very keen to impress people in this role, because remember, there are a number of people that are very similar to how he is, left-hand bowler, left-hand batter, someone who plays in the middle order. So a big series for Krunal Pandya, of course, to save his sort of ODI career.
I think to save his international career, I would rather say yes, but whether or not he will get a game or not, I'm not sure. Because the problem with this Indian team is that most of the top order batsmen, they do not bowl. That's why Virat Kohli generally plays 5 specialist bowlers. In T20I cricket, you can play some bits and pieces cricketers who can bowl a bit, who can bat a bit. But in ODIs, where you need to bowl 10 overs, I think India need to play proper bowlers, proper spinners with Chahal and Kuldeep. That's my option. No Washington Sundar as well. India need to play Chahal and Kuldeep.
Sir, आपने तो taboo word बोल दिया, sir. You use the taboo word B and P.
Yes.
Hide my face.
uh,
Hide my face. Okay. No. Let's move on from there. The bits and
yeah.
pieces saga is going to go on forever. But interestingly, I mean, at the end of the day, there are some interesting names on offer in this team, and they'll obviously look to sort of do well in this series. Importantly, they've moved to Pune. Let's talk about conditions in Pune. Of course, it's a slightly different, not slightly, it's completely different to where they were. Ahmedabad and Pune have varied weather differences. What is it that we can expect? I mean, you've reported from Pune, you've seen matches closely from there at least. What is it? What are the conditions like in Pune, and what can we expect in those conditions?
Well, first of all, I haven't covered a single game at Pune, so that is
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And
Bummer.
actually,
But anyway, I mean, let's put it together.
yeah, you can reach that ground. You can reach that ground more quickly from Navi Mumbai than from Pune. But on a serious note, yes, I think conditions
That's
will
true.
yeah, but on a serious note, yes, the condition will be a bit different from Ahmedabad, but not much different, because I obviously you'll not find red soil like Wankhede or like what we saw in Ahmedabad. But I
Yeah.
think Pune will be Pune at times allows some sharp turn to the spinners. I think we can all remember that Pune test where Stephen O'Keefe won that game for Australia. And then I think we can also remember Kedar Jadhav and Virat Kohli scoring hundreds over there. So I guess
Yeah.
it won't be it won't be alien conditions for sure, but it won't be like it won't be much different. I think it won't be much different from Ahmedabad. There will be typical Indian
Interesting.
pitches
Interesting.
with, and dew can be a huge factor because of the humidity level in Pune.
Yep. Very interesting indeed. Well, it's a different format, different conditions, not entirely different teams, but a set of different players. And India will be keen to impress, of
And
course,
one
and
more
take
thing,
that momentum forward.
yeah, one more thing, Sumed, we need to discuss who will be the wicketkeeper in this team, because India tend to play KL Rahul as a first choice wicketkeeper in ODIs, but with this current form and with the current form of Rishabh Pant, I think they won't sit Rishabh Pant out at least in the first ODI. What do you think?
All right, let's then do this. Let's do this. Let's get to India's possible 11 in the first ODI in Pune, right? What do you think, Sandeepan, could be India's possible 11 that could line up in this ODI? Let's go. Okay, so you got Shikhar and and Rohit
Rohit
opening
opening.
with Virat at 3.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would prefer Surya at 4. I'd prefer Surya at 4.
KL Rahul at 5.
Pant at Pant. Unfortunately, in my team, KL Rahul will miss out. Pant at 5, Pandya at 6. Yeah. Pant at 5, Pandya at 6. Yes, if you are playing 5 bowlers, then since Hardik is available, but I don't think Hardik is still fit enough to bowl 10 overs. So you need to play one of Kunal or Washington Sundar, because if you play a proper spinner there, then it will the batting will look a bit shaky. But then in that case, I will play Washington Sundar considering his current form, and I will definitely give it a go to someone like Kuldeep Yadav. If I'm in my team, Kuldeep will come in, and then obviously the 3 pacers, that is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Shardul Thakur, and Shardul can bat a bit as well. We all know what he's capable of doing with the bat in hand. So Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Shardul Thakur, and probably I will go ahead with if Shiny is there in the squad.
So you have Natarajan, you have Siraj,
definitely
and you have Prasidh Krishna.
So I'll play Natarajan.
The one concern I have there is that you don't have pace. You have 3 bowlers, Bhuvi and Shardul and Natarajan. Neither of them have pace. Will that be a concern?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That will be a concern, especially at Pune on a slow low pitch, on a slow low wicket. Actually, the extra pace will allow the English batsmen to get after the bowling, and I think extra pace can go against the bowlers. So I would definitely, I think these bowlers are good enough to bowl those knuckle balls, slow bouncers, cutters. I think on a pitch like Pune, I think I'll definitely prefer these kind of bowlers.
Hmm. Okay. Wow. Well, there's a lot of talent on offer, and India will be spoiled for chances as always. But it'll be interesting to see what will be the final look of the squad that they'll share. We'll only know that at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Sandeepan, before we wrap up, any final thoughts? What is it that you would like to see from an Indian perspective and from an English perspective in this series? Of course, as a journalist.
From Indian perspective, I would like to see how these youngsters who were picked in this side for as an experiment for the in the keeping in mind that T20 World Cup. I would like to see
Hmm.
them giving how they perform. For example, the likes of Natarajan. If Kunal Pandya gets a game, then the likes of Surya Kumar Yadav. I would like to see them how they do well. From England's perspective, I think they have a set template of playing the T20 ODIs, and I don't think they will
Hmm.
there will be much change in that. So I think they would like to keep their reputation as the defending champions of the World Cup and as a world champion team. I would like to see them come out hard and play some hard cricket.
Yeah. All right. Well, do
And
you
I
reckon
I
it
really
could
hope
be?
I really hope Moeen Ali this time will get a game, because I was reading
Well,
one
I was just
article
coming to
from
that. I
yeah
was
I was
just
just
coming
read
to that. But do you think Moeen Ali will play?
I would that's what I'm
Your
saying,
favorite
that I
guy?
was reading an article from an English media, I think probably BBC or something, that all the 8 IPL team needed Moeen Ali except the English team in T20 cricket. So I
Well,
hope that
how ironic.
their thought process will change in the ODI format. I think Moeen Ali will add lot of value in this team, especially in subcontinental conditions.
Well,
So I would like to see both Moeen and
well,
Adil
he
Rashid